Guys, we're back for our second edition of Open Skills for 2014. Last time we talked about toes to bar. Today we're going to talk about double unders. So the double under, again, one of those movements that's been in the Open forever. It's in every year, it's in different formats. Last 2 years it's been that 90 in a row. This time, I have a feeling they're probably not going to repeat that workout for a third time, so you're probably going to get a bigger dose of double unders. So if you're not good at double unders, it's going to bite you in the butt, right? It's one of those simple movements that in reality should be almost a rest, right? It's just pure skill. It's not overly taxing. It's just about being efficient. So we're going to talk about efficiency today of the double under. For me, the way I like to teach people double unders, one, it's not something that just clicks most times. It just takes a grind. You just got to practice. In the words of the great Dan Gable, if it's important, do it every day. So there's no reason you can't take 5 minutes or so every day and practice some double unders. So we're going to give you a couple things to work on to try and get those double unders a little bit more efficient. Number 2, I think the most important thing with the double under is what we talk about is minimizing variables, right? So we don't want our arms flying all over the place. We don't want to do the dolphin where your hips are moving and you're overextending a ton. We want to keep this as simple as possible. We want to minimize the amount of movement going on. So that's going to be number 1. As with all movements, right, we're trying to create midline stability. We're trying to create a stable platform. So when you're doing your double unders, you should always be thinking about having your butt on and not letting your hip turn over. You're going to smoke your back out from doing a silly little jump so that when you go to clean or snatch, you're going to be wondering why your back is so smoked. Well, if you're doing lots of double unders in this overextended position, that's your answer. So keeping your butt on, pointing your toes, keeping everything nice and tight. So as we do double unders, right, we want to make sure everything's getting tight. So we're starting here, right, as we jump, nothing moves. How few variables can you play with in order to get this as efficient as possible? Again, the more you swing your arm and elbow and wrist, the less likely you are to repeat that movement. But keep in mind, it's never just 10 double unders. It's always sets of 30, sets of 50, sets of 100. So the more efficient you are, the better off you're going to be. So here's how we like to start people doing double unders. The one thing I see all the time that I think really screws people up is the difference between their single under and their double under. So if you watch, I see people do single unders like this all the time. Really quick, really fast. Good luck trying to do double unders that fast. Instead, practice your single unders as if they're double unders. So get tight, elbows in, do your single unders with the same height you would do your double unders, right? So it's the same exact movement, just not with 2 turns of the wrist. Don't go from 1 to 2. It's too hard. Do your single unders just like your double unders, and the goal then is going to be to kind of go through from one to the other, right? That nothing changes. The jumping rhythm is the same. Nothing changes. The only variable is the wrist. If you can minimize that, practice your single unders as double unders by jumping high, getting as much hang time as possible, and controlling the wrists. You'll be amazed at how quickly they come. Do some singles. I think, just like the kipping swing that we talked about in toes to bar, your kips should be the same. You should be able to do pull-up, toes to bar, flowing seamlessly. You should be able to go single under, double under, flowing seamlessly, if they're the same thing, if you make it simple. So minimize variables, be efficient, don't smoke your back, and just practice. Little bits every day. Little bits every day make a lot more impact than just trying to do one day where you spend 45 minutes trying to do double unders. So give it a whirl, see if you can practice your single unders. Let us know if you have any questions. Get more efficient. Best of luck. Stay tuned for the next one.